A couple of weeks ago, I attended WASD x IGN 2023, a brand new games event located in London's Brick Lane. Taking place over 3 days, the show floor was filled with upcoming and recently released games, from indies to AAA, with a wide variety of genres on display across consoles and PC. There was a lot to cover at the show, but in this quick vlog, I'll spotlight a few things that caught my eye during the event, and afterwards we'll be taking a look at the new Bandai Cross Gashapon store in Camden Market. As I arrived bright and early on the morning of the first day of the show, I had the opportunity to grab some footage of a certain Sonic statue at the Sega booth before the crowds arrived. Fans of the blue blur might recognise this as the recently repaired London Trocadero Sega World Sonic. Originally the centrepiece of the world's largest indoor theme park, the statue was rescued and restored to its former glory earlier this year and is now on tour with Sega, having just recently flown back from Gamescom in Germany. The statue is definitely a sight to behold, and the efforts taken to restore it are really impressive, especially when you compare it to the condition it was found in. Perhaps the standout game of the event for me was Sorry We're Closed, a really intriguing love letter to PlayStation 1 era survival horror games, although this description honestly feels kind of reductive, as it's much more than just this. While there are clear influences from PlayStation 1 genre classics such as Silent Hill and Resident Evil, my mind turned more to games such as Shin Megami Tensei or the Japan-only Mizurna Falls, mostly thanks to the thick atmosphere and mystery-soaked narrative present in the demo. The hybrid combat system that has you switching to first-person and targeting enemy weak spots highlights how much more dynamic the game is in comparison to those classic titles mentioned before. Sorry We're Closed isn't due to release until next year, but it's definitely one to keep your eyes on. Also on show was C-Smash VRS, the PlayStation VR 2 remake of the lesser-known and extremely stylish Cosmic Smash, a VR arcade and Dreamcast game from all the way back in 2001. To coincide with the release of an EP of the game's soundtrack, the folks from C-Smash VRS teamed up with Rough Trade Records to host a live performance featuring Danalog, whose soundscapes make up part of the game's soundtrack. Originally billed as a DJ set, it evolved more into an electronic jam session when Danalog was joined by a handful of other musicians, and was definitely a really fun way to celebrate the soundtrack's release. After finishing up at the event, I stopped by the new Bandai Cross Store in Camden, which opened earlier this year and is the first of its kind outside of Japan. Located in the heart of Camden Market, the store is part cafe, stationery store, arcade, and gashapon emporium, and is spread across 2 floors. There's a pretty mind-boggling selection of imported gashapon toys, with lots of recognisable series represented. While it's really great to see something like this pop up outside of Japan, and it's well worth a trip if you're in the area, the price per capsule is definitely higher than I remember it being in Japan, with each turn of the crank costing anywhere between £4 and £6. That's pretty much everything for today, but before I go, I wanted to quickly mention that Video Dojo is now on TikTok. I've been using the account to post quick videos, including some exclusive videos showing off unique pieces from my collection of gaming-related goodies. If you're interested, you can follow me at Video Dojo. Bye-bye!